Good morning, and here is your morning market brief. As always, we first begin overseas with the major Asian Pacific markets trading mixed, with the Shanghai Composite up a total of 0.21%. The major European indices so far slightly in the red, and U.S. stock futures are pointing towards a slightly lower open. Now, to no surprise, the European Central Bank kept its key lending rate unchanged today at 1.5%. Also, the Bank of England kept its benchmark interest rate unchanged at 0.5%. Meanwhile, the nation of Japan intervened last night to curb the recent surge in the Japanese yen. The yen since weakened to about 80 per dollar. This then led the way for the U.S. dollar to surge against most of its major counterparts this morning. In company news, JP Morgan cut its forecast for U.S. third quarter GDP growth to about 1.5%. This in part to a slowdown in consumer spending, as well as lowering its fourth quarter growth to about 2.5% from 2%. Meanwhile, we had initial jobless claims released in the United States. They did improve, sliding by a total of 10,000 to come in at a reading of 400,000. However, continuing jobless claims did rise by roughly 10,000 figures to come in at 3.73 million. Meanwhile, overseas in companies, ING Group NV reported a 24% jump in its second quarter earnings. This despite a 319 million euro charge for impairments in Greek bonds. At the same time, overseas Hitachi and Mitsubishi Heavy Industries are reportedly in talks to form together what would be Japan's biggest domestic merger. And recent news out of the United States, Kraft Foods Incorporated is now about to split into two separate companies, two separate listed companies. That is, one which would make up its global snacks division, and the other would make up its North American groceries. The deal is expected to be completed by the end of the year 2012.